Have you ever considered that you might be cheating on the life that you're meant to have with the life that you're choosing to settle for? I always remember the first time I heard this concept and it was mind blowing to me, mind blowing. And it really made me stop and have a look and go, how am I actually living my life? Am I doing things every day that excite me? Or am I just going through the motions? And it is insane how conditioned we are to think that certain pain that we feel is okay, certain conflict that we experience okay, certain ways of being that occur in the workplace are okay, and that we're meant to feel that way. And it really got me thinking to go, I'm not living my life the way that I want to, because I was literally just getting up in the morning, rushing out the door, getting my child ready, going to work, like running from meeting to meeting, as we've all heard the saying that, are all the meetings necessary, or is it just a meeting to have a meeting? Could this have been sent in an email? And half the time we don't even think about that. We will see stuff online and we will laugh, but we don't actually stop and go, is this how I'm actually living my life? Do you find that you're getting burnt out on a regular basis and what you're doing is just trying to push through? You think that if you push through, it's going to feel better. If you push through, if you just get through today, tomorrow will be better. But it's not. It's not. And I know that because I've been there. Getting burnt out isn't normal, but it's become the norm. Pushing through burnout is not normal, but it's become the norm. The word resilience has lost its true meaning. Yes, we do get to be resilient in life, but resilience is learning to feel your emotions and then managing the situation through that, not being devoid of emotions and trying to ignore them, which is what I've experienced happening in so many women in the workplace. Is that is the interpretation of resilience: is don't feel what I'm feeling and keep going anyway. And that is leading to burnout. It's leading to people being miserable. It's leading to stress. It's leading to people not being able to function in life. So how do you know if you're running on autopilot? How do you know if you're cheating on the life that you were meant to have? How do you know? Because you don't know what you don't know, right? So these are 3 steps that I want to encourage you to have a look at to see, are you living on autopilot rather than being very intentional about what you do? To find out, are you truly happy with the way that you're living your life? Because you do get to be happy. You do get to be. What we do in life is a choice. It mightn't always feel that way. Sometimes it can be super uncomfortable and not fun. And the decisions that we have to make to get there can feel really challenging and hard and uncomfortable because they're outside of our norm. But it is a choice. We can totally choose to be happy and totally choose to have the life that we want. These are 3 ways that you get to identify if you're running on autopilot. And I think you might be surprised at what some of them look like and how unaware you may be of what they are. So the first one is, do you dread the day ahead? Like as soon as your eyes open in the morning, are you going, oh God, here we go again? And your mind automatically starts running about all the things that need to be done, and you cannot see any light within the day. It just feels really heavy. It feels uncomfortable and it just feels chaotic. There is not one part of this you dread. You dread whether or not you're going to be able to get everybody up and out the door on time. You dread whether or not you're going to get to work on time. Are you going to be traffic on the way? Are the lights going to go against you? Like how many times has it been that you've woken up late, you're rushing around trying to get everybody out the door, get the lunches made, make sure everybody's dressed, get out the door, drop the children off to the childminder, and you know you're going to be late unless every light is green, and no light is green. Every light is red in front of you, and the dread continues to creep up, and that continues on for the rest of the day. It doesn't shift. You dread your work tasks, you dread conversations that you're going to have, then you're dreading coming home because you can feel the heaviness of the chaoticness that's going to meet you. That isn't always stress. That is not how life is meant to be. That is you running on autopilot and not stopping and going, how can I be intentional today? It is a really big sign of burnout too. Second one is that you've no idea where the time's gone in the day. You've no idea. You're literally just running and running and running, that you've no idea where the time's gone. And I'm not talking about when you've had like a busy day at work and it's been busy, say from 9 to 12, because there's been a lot going on. You've been in meetings, you've been focused, you've been, concentrating. That's not what I'm talking about when the time is gone. It's that you're sitting on the couch in the evening time, you're constantly on your phone, or, you're lying in bed at night and you're on your phone consistently. And then all of a sudden it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're like, where did the time go? And then that kicks into the dread again of how many hours sleep am I going to get? Am I going to be able to get up in time for work? And the third one, which was the biggest for me, is that you feel like you're just existing rather than living. You don't know what you're doing with your life. You don't know what direction you're going in. You don't know what your meaning of your life is. You're doing everything that everybody else is doing in terms of, you've got a job, you're going to work, you're making money, you've got your home, you've got your family. But what's the meaning of it all? What's the purpose? What is your purpose in life? And let me tell you, without a purpose in life, without having something that you get to focus on and be directed towards, your life really doesn't feel like it has meaning. That does not mean that your life has no meaning. It's just you're not focused on it yet. So how can you overcome this? How can you actually start living the life that you were meant to? Stop cheating on the life that you should be living? And how do you stop living on autopilot? It isn't as challenging as you think it might be. It is literally down to making a decision and getting very intentional about what you're doing. So from the moment that you go to bed at night to the moment you get up in the morning, choose to be intentional. Choose it. Choose it. Say, when I wake up today, this is what I am intending to do today, and this is who I'm intending on being. So at the start for me, what I started off doing was I'm intending to be focused. When I'm in work, I'm in work. When I'm with my family, I'm with my family. No phone, no social media, no work, no TV. I'm with my family. I'm present with my family. I want to hear about their day. I want to laugh with them. I want to joke with them. I want to experience it with them. When I'm in work, I'm focused on what I'm doing, and I'm looking for how can I do the best that I can in this situation. If your job is not fulfilling you, do something about it. I did. After 4 times of burning out. If you are going from job to job, and I don't mean job hopping, but like if you're even spending long periods of time in a job and then you're moving, but you're still having the same feelings of dread, the same feelings of not being too sure what, your purpose in life is or what it is that you're creating, and the feelings continue, take note that that is something huge inside of you telling you that you are not fulfilling your purpose, telling you that you're living on autopilot, telling you that you're just going through the motions. It's time to start listening. Your internal mechanisms will never steer you wrong once you start listening to them. So have a look at your life right now and see, are you actually living on autopilot? And what decision can you make today that will change that for you? How do you start living intentional? What action can you take so that you start living intentional today? Just takes that one small step.